Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mad uh, Mad Nice Morning. I forgot the name of my channel. This is day two, obviously, of my channel, and I'm here to express a system I've created that has really changed my life, and I want to see if you guys want to implement it with me, and how it works for you. And so um, I'm convinced because I went through many different sort of trials with different systems, and I feel like most of the time they fizzled out, and I couldn't maintain a system that consistently proved to give me results. So I created this system, and it's been fantastic for me so far. Before I go um, into telling you how to set it up, I'm going to explain to you three reasons, big reasons why this system could potentially change your life. Um, and they're related to sort of false beliefs we have for not being able to move forward on our projects. So let's get into it. Um, I'll go right into it. So the first reason is right here. The most, I hope it's not reversed. Anyways, the most powerful forces are very subtle. And so, a belief that a lot of people have is sort of a morning routine can't really make a difference in my life. The way I discovered that this was not true is through an actual practice. So I used to practice a yoga and meditation um, in the morning for a while, and I felt like it wasn't really doing much for me. The difference in my days weren't obvious, and so. When I realized that it actually had an effect was when I stopped doing the practice. I would have these days that were very low, and I relate that to not doing the practice in the morning. So I would be sort of emotionally imbalanced. So anything could trigger sort of a bad day. What I realized with a meditation and yoga practice in the morning, I would be way more stable. Things can show up in my life that were, crazy, and I would be okay with it because I had established an energy in the morning that would last throughout the day. Um, and so, uh, if you're watching, I see one viewer. I'm not sure who it is, but if you want to go in the comments section and get ready to write something, I'm going to ask you a question, and and if you're watching this over again, add this answer to the comments. And so the question is, um, what do you think is the most powerful force in the universe? Go, write it. Okay. What would you say? So, scientifically, the answer is gravity. Okay. But you know, that's a scientific observation. But some people might say that love is the most powerful energy, or fear, drives um, things to change, and it's powerful. And there's atmospheric pressure, and then there's the tides, how much power there is in the tides. But all these powers are very subtle, like love, for example. We all know that love is extremely powerful, but can we hold on to love? Can we taste love? Not really. It's subtle. It's you might see the love in their eyes. It's but it's not tangible. It's very, very subtle. And so that's where I want to sort of convince you that a morning routine does huge changes. It's a powerful, powerful force, but it's subtle. And so um, what happens is it becomes more and more tangible as you continue the practice. But at first, you do this, meditation. How ridiculous is that? Is you sit on your butt for 15 minutes, close your eyes, and how effective can that be? But really, it's probably the most important practice anybody can undertake. But because the changes are so subtle, people will not buy into it. They want instant gratification or results. And so that's the reason number one. I think this program will change your life. And here's reason number two. It's old habits die easy. What? Old habits die easy? What are you talking about, Ray? So, um, so people believe a lot of times that, because this is such a busy world, I don't have the time to add something new to my schedule, especially in the morning. I've worked my butt off all day yesterday, and I'm gonna get as much sleep as possible to try to work my butt off again today. And so a lot of people think that they don't have time to, manipulate their schedule. Everything is sort of in place for them. Um, and so the way I believe that you can dispel the idea that, habits are hard to change. And I was like this for many years as well. Um, so when I finally was able to relate, uh, so basically everything is I got this. It's still it's coffee day. Let me take a drink of coffee here. So we are motivated by pleasure and pain. So if we can relate more pleasure to something than the pain, uh, then we are able to be pulled by our pleasures. But if we relate something, we relate more pain to something, then we will avoid it full out. Okay. And so if you say, I need to wake up, an hour earlier to start this morning routine, right away your brain's going to say, whoa, that's a change of routine. It's going to be hard to do, all this pain, right? And you're not going to be able to sustain it because you're relating too much pain to it. Okay. But if you are able to switch it around and say, what are the benefits that are going to come about from dedicating 1 hour every morning to myself, to focus my energies and to move my life into the direction that I want and then I need, then you will see. So in 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 years, what will my life look like? And you'll see, you'll have a taste of pleasure connected to that change of habit. Okay. And so that's why I say old habits die easy. It just takes a little bit of focus and sort of deep work, like I like to call it, and you relate all the good things on a piece of paper that are related to this change of habit. And so basically, if you want to change a habit, you have to measure your pain and your pleasure related to that habit. And so for me, so when I was able to relate more pleasure to a healthy lifestyle than pain of losing my lazy, comfortable, and reckless lifestyle. It was easy for me to make a decision. Okay, so I didn't want to be, comfortable. Your old brain wants to be comfortable and safe, but your new brain wants to expand and move forward. But that's scary to your old brain. You have to kill off your old ways to have a new way. And so your brain says, no way. And so if you can have more pleasure related, am I repeating myself? And then you can easily start a new habit. Okay, so the reason number 3 that this program will change your life is the power that moves your projects forward. Okay, and what is that power? That power is momentum. Okay, and a lot of people believe that I can't maintain any routine for more than 2 weeks because life gets in the way. And this was true all of my life up to this point. So I would start a project and then it'd fizzle, it'd go away. I started another project. I had tons of projects on the back burner and I had lots to choose from, which is great. That's good to have great ideas, but they never came to fruition. I never continued to focus on this project, and they would fizzle away. And so what I realized recently is that your thoughts have a momentum. Okay, so well, and align with that is your whole past life has a momentum. So you've been up to this point, had a momentum going your way in a certain direction, but when you change that direction, you have a momentum going this way, but you want to go that way. So when you start going that way, this way says, whoa, whoa, whoa. So basically, when you change your life, there's a lot of stuff that starts to, you might pull your neck, and there's all this chaos that happens because you're going against a momentum that's gigantic. Okay, so the way to get your projects going the way you want them is to define them and then to focus on them enough to get momentum that way. Okay, so your momentum, uh, so what happens is you get a setback, you start changing your life, yay, woohoo, lots of motivation, but then you're like, man, I'm gonna have a lazy day because I've been working so hard on my stuff. Well, that's just your your past momentum pulling you back to how you want, how your body wants, because your body has a memory. So your body wants to go back to the old ways, but your mind wants to take you to a fulfilled life. And so, so when you start feeling that, oh, it's a lazy day, you got to go put in at least 30 minutes of your project that day to keep that momentum going. Because if you stop one day, you might stop the next, and you might stop forever. You know what I mean? So it's about a daily practice. And if you are able to gain momentum, you'll start to feel it. You're like, holy cow, things are going much easier after a while, because what happens with momentum, you're pushing and pushing and pushing, but when momentum starts picking up, it starts pulling you, and it becomes a lot easier. So it's all about that threshold. It's really like a month of painful painful sort of focus, but after that you start flying, and it starts becoming a lot easier to move forward on your projects. So that's it for today. I am going to get into the mechanics of it very soon. Tomorrow will be the fundamentals of the Mad Nice Morning, and then the day after, I'm going to tell you how to set it up. And so I hope you guys are enjoying this, and please leave comments. let me know, you know, anything you have questions about. For now, I'm just piquing your curiosity because I want you to really get interested in what's going on, and then hopefully you'll set it up with me and you'll see the differences that it's having in your lives. And I'm hoping that you guys can express those with me and to let me know what's not working and how can we fix those. And so I'll end it at that because it's already 15 minutes and a half. And so the 3 reasons are: the most powerful forces are very subtle, old habits die easy, and it's the power that moves your projects forward, which is momentum. All right. Thanks, you guys.